Hi there, this is Carl from GB Data, and today we're going to be looking at how to install our standard software for your first time. Now, I've already downloaded the software from our website, and as you can see it's there on our desktop. So I'm going to double click on it. This is your normal Vista warning that you get whenever you try and run some software, and I'm going to hit run. From here you can pick the language that you want the software to be installed in. I'm going to pick English, and now it's going to walk you through a quick install. So it's saying welcome. Next, here you've got the terms of use, and if you're at all worried about the service we provide, there's all the information that you require. I'm going to click on I accept the agreement. That's where the software is going to be installed, and I would suggest leaving it as the default. Click next. It already exists because I've installed the software before, but otherwise it would say it doesn't exist and can it create it. Say yes. I'm going to select anyone to run it, but if you wanted to restrict to only certain people running the software, then you could pick just me, for instance. Click next. There's a summary of the selections you've just made, and I'm going to hit install. The software will now just quickly go away and install on your PC before the next phase, which is actually configuring your first backup. Now, one of the things it's done, let me just pull this into the window, is it's created an icon here which will be on your desktop. If at any time you want to get into the software, then double click on this icon that's on your desktop, or on the bottom right hand corner that you can't see in this screen is an additional icon that you can also double click on, and that's in your taskbar. Okay, the software is installed, and now it's asking if it can launch and finish. I'm going to say finish, and it's going to now launch the software and ask me if I already exist. And this is a trial registration. Everyone gets a 30 days trial of our software. So I'm going to say that I am a new user. So I'm going to click on next, and it's going to ask me for a login name. I'm going to put test, and I'm going to give it a password and confirm this password. And I'm going to put an email address, and this is all just sample data, you understand. Okay, I'm going to submit. It will now go away and talk to our servers and make sure that that user doesn't already exist. It's done that, and now it's popped up with the window here, and here you can see that it's asking to give you a new backup set, and you can call it new backup set, or you can give it a name. Let's call it files, because we're going to back up files today. If you didn't want to back up files, then there are other selections here, but we'll cover those in later backups. Click on next, and we need to decide what data you're going to back up. If, for instance, you had Outlook or Windows Mail, you can pick those icons and it will automatically start backing up also all of your favorites from Microsoft Explorer, or also on your desktop. I'm going to leave it with the default selection, but if I wanted to, I could go away and click on this button here, Advanced, and it would let me pick exactly which files and which folders I want to back up. I'll click Next, and there's the default schedule to run once a day. If I click on Properties there, you'll see that it's defaulted to 9 o'clock tonight to run. The main thing here is whenever the PC is going to be switched on. Now, most businesses, if they're running this on a server or something, they don't want their internet used too hard during the day, so generally they'll run the backup or start the backup once everyone's gone home. So, for instance, you could have it at 6:05. Let's pick that. Okay, we click on Next. Leave this as the default. All of your data is encrypted before it leaves your computer. If you wish, you can pick what different sorts of encryption you wish to choose, but I would suggest leaving that as the default. Click on OK. That's it. You have now created your first backup. If you wanted to run your first backup right now, you could click on Backup. Otherwise, you can leave it for the scheduler to run at 6:04. I think we set it to set at. We're just going to hit Save Settings, and it's saved it to the server. And now I'm going to close the software, and it says Save Settings now. I say yes, and it has now saved it down into the server, and we have a little icon which is just outside of the screen, which you can double click on, or again you can double click on the icon that I said earlier on the desktop. If we open up there and we clicked on that icon, and you can see that all the information has now been saved. And that's the end of this install.